just take a quick moment of silence. Thank you. Would the clerk please call the roll? Patricia?
Thank you, Madam President. Counselor Codwell.
Here.
Counselor Green.
Here.
Counselor Paniagua.
Here.
Counselor Githers.
Present.
Counselor Schultz.
Here.
Counselor Hogan.
Here.
Counselor Machoke.
Here.
Counselor Allen.
Here.
Counselor Driscoll.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the minutes of January 24th?
So moved.
May I have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell.
Yes.
Counselor Green.
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua.
Yes.
Counselor Githers.
Yes.
Counselor Schultz.
Yes.
Counselor Hogan.
Yes.
Counselor Machoke.
Yes.
Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
I'm sorry. 9-0. Everyone. We all set. 9-0.
Are there any petitions?
No, Madam President.
Are there any committee reports? Are there any communications?
Yes, Madam President. We have one from the Honorable Mayor Ben Wash for the 2022 State of the City Address. Let's see, Empire State Development. Let's see, the general project plan for the Earned Visibility Project in Onondaga County from Kristen Day, accepting a letter accepted in terms and condition of ordinance number 37, 2022. Also another letter accepted in terms and condition from Ryan Benz for ordinance 832, 2021 and 641, 2021.
Thank you. Counselor Green.
Thank you, Madam President. I have item 8. I'd like to introduce it and urge its adoption.
Thank you. Item 8. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell.
Yes.
Counselor Green.
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua.
Yes.
Counselor Githers.
Yes.
Counselor Schultz.
Yes.
Counselor Hogan.
Yes.
Counselor Machoke.
Yes.
Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
The item passed with a 9-0 vote.
Thank you. I have item 9. I would like to introduce it and urge its adoption.
Check. What's the number of the
Excuse me, Counselor?
oops, sorry, I think that was me. I wasn't muted. Sorry.
Okay. I have item number 9. I would like to introduce it and urge its adoption. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell.
Yes.
Counselor Green.
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua. Counselor Githers.
Yes.
Counselor Schultz.
Yes.
Counselor Hogan.
Yes.
Counselor Machoke.
Yes.
Counselor Allen.
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
My item passed with a 9-0 vote.
Thank you. Counselor Green.
Hey, Madam President, I have items 10, 11, and 12. I'd like to introduce them and urge their adoption.
Thank you. Item 10. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell.
Yes.
Counselor Green.
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua.
Yes.
Counselor Gathers.
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yeah.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
The item passed with a 9-0 vote.
Item 11, are there any objections? Discussion?
Yes,
I have a-
President Hudson, I will offer an amendment on this that is at the end of our packet concerning this, and I'll offer a few remarks if I can. I'd like to
Counselor
thank,
Hogan,
yes,
are you making a motion?
I'm making a motion. I need a second.
Second.
Second. Thank you, Councilor Driscoll. I'm going to offer a few remarks if I could, President Hudson. I'd like to thank you, Madam President. I'm offering an amendment on this item on the agenda that will set aside $125,000 for the Syracuse Jazz Festival that will take place this summer in Clinton Square. This will still leave in place $250,000 for other festivals. While this money is designated to be allocated to different arts organizations, my amendment recognizes two salient factors that most events take place in downtown, and that the downtown neighborhood, its retail, restaurant, and hotel sectors have faced 2 difficult years because of the pandemic and the COVID closures and regulations. Bringing a world-class jazz festival, a tradition that enlivened and was successful for 18 years in Clinton Square, with recognized national attendant and attendant large crowds that will frequent downtown businesses, will be just the economic shot in the arm of downtown needs. No other festival, past or present, can match the Syracuse Jazz Festival's historic appeal. To those that say this isn't fair, you are wrong. What isn't fair is to act like all these festivals are the same and that they all have the same impact and effect on the downtown's economy and the city of Syracuse as a whole. The complaints in fairness and process are just a mask that the administration and its allies use to hide behind so they can control the process and the structure to reward their friends $10,000 to $15,000 grants to events, whether they benefit the bottom line for downtown merchants or not. I ask the Common Council to ignore the negative and self-serving calls of "what about me?" and act in a manner that benefits the whole community. And with that in mind, I offer this amendment to this council for what it is, a chance to once again grace Clinton Square in downtown with a world-class jazz festival, the Syracuse Jazz Festival. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you. Any more discussion?
Yes, I would also like to, again, last Wednesday in our study session, I raised concerns about the nuanced details or lack thereof of the proposal before us. And most importantly, it was clear I was clear on the reasons why I oppose to this measure as it is currently presented. I want to reiterate that I am not opposed to the concept of downtown festivals or the jazz festival itself. On the contrary, I believe the city of Syracuse needs to be intentional in developing strategies to gain even more momentum to help downtown businesses grow. However, I still believe that we have in front of us a custom tailored petition that ultimately benefits one individual, and if approved, will grant this individual direct access to city funding, albeit without the necessary controls or accountability for a proposal which has not been vetted by a body with the expertise necessary to render a fiscally sound opinion on its short and long-term consequences. Furthermore, those who vote in favor of this proposal would set a new precedent that we will have to live with, and will be granting preferential treatment to an individual who is being afforded an opportunity to skirt a vetting process that every other organization is forced to go through when trying to access funding for the City of Syracuse festivals. As I said before, the ARPA funding is not a free-for-all for those who are swinging blindly in order to reap its price. ARPA funding is a tool to be used to help this city and its embattled communities to recover from almost 2 years of economic slowdown caused by the pandemic. As members of the Common Council, it is our fiduciary duty to ensure that these tools are being used appropriately. My vote against this proposal is based on a simple premise. There is already funding designated for the Downtown Foundation to distribute for the purpose of Arts Festival to be celebrated in our city. It is their responsibility to evaluate each proposal on its merits and viability. It is my firm belief that we should, for the sake of fiscal responsibility, stay on the course, and this proposal will only be viable if it's submitted through due process. Neither the city council nor the city of Syracuse have the adequate process in place to evaluate an individual proposal. This is the very process we are here to vote on and to implement through the Downtown Foundation. And at the very
Should I ask him to read?
I'm sorry, I'm not done. And at the very same and at the very first opportunity, some are trying to bypass this process. This should fall on the shoulders of those prepared to evaluate and render informed decisions, not us. The council does not legislate for individuals, nor should the city of Syracuse govern in that manner. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Any more discussion?
I have just a quick question. Michael, just so I make sure I'm clear of this, the Downtown Festival, the money that's going in is for all festivals. It's not just downtown, right?
That's
Now, I
right.
will make this statement also, Madam President, if it's okay. I would like to say that I love the fact of the Jazz Festival. I think it's amazing. I support the Jazz Festival, but me as a common council at large has to look at it as a whole at large. We're supposed to make sure that everything we do is equitable for all. So we have to make sure that we're not setting a precedence that one situation is better than the next. And as I do agree that the Downtown Festival probably brings hundreds of people and does an awesome job, we have to make sure that we do not set the wrong example or allow one organization versus other to not follow the rules. So with that saying, I am going to vote no because I think that it should be one rule for all and everyone should be able to go through one process. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more discussion?
Yes, if I could, Madam President, I would like to say, first of all, I respect everyone's opinion on both sides of this debate. I think there's been strong arguments from both sides of those in favor and those against. But I just felt the need to clarify my position as particularly CMY Jazz, the letter that they wrote to the Board of Editors, and to the comments about a lack of equity. I would think if any festival came to me with the conversation of 250,000 being advocated from the state, 150 or 125 from the county, and corporate sponsors confirmed in conversation, my response would be equal to all. I feel that this festival was in the city center for many years, and due to complications in the matter, ended up going outside of the city. And my feeling is that if any festival came to me with the same amount of guaranteed funding, or that's been proposed from both the state and the county, looking for a match from the city, I would be equally responsive to support such an effort. My fear would be that this would end up outside of the city, and downtown businesses and restaurants that I advocate for would miss out on this opportunity. So I will be voting in favor of this. But I think that I just wanted to make it clear that I personally don't see a either or. I think that there's another 250,000 to support many organizations, and one of the requirements that will be made is a 1-to-4 match for anybody. And Mr. Malfitano, and my conversations with the state and the county and the corporate representatives have confirmed that he does indeed have that amount of money lined up. So I do feel it would be equitable to support this, though it may be through a different channel than the others. But again, my respect to everybody who has different opinions on this. I definitely feel like each counselor has to make their own decision, but I just wanted to clarify why I will be voting in support of it. Thank you.
Any
Madam
more
President.
discussion?
Yeah, I just want to clarify, just so we're all on the same page and I understand. So Counselor Hogan's made an amendment. It's been seconded by Counselor Driscoll. So then we will vote on the amendment. If it passes, then we would subsequently vote on item 11 as amended. And if it doesn't pass, then we would vote on item 11 without the amendment. Do I have that right?
Correct, Counselor Green. But Counselor Hogan, I just wanted to make sure that your motion is clarified, is clear, and it's a clear motion that you made the amendment, and because it sounded like it was more remarks made instead of an amendment. So instead of a motion, so can you and Joe do that whole thing again for the record? Make the motion and have that second.
Thank you, City Clerk. I did make a motion and Mr. Driscoll seconded it.
Okay, can you state that motion for the record, exactly what it is, please?
I'd like to motion for the amendment that is at the end of the packet to the item that we are currently discussing.
Can you read that, please?
You want me to read the whole amendment?
Nope, I just want you to read what your motion to designate the amount.
Designate $125,000. It's in the ordinance.
I understand that, Counselor, but for the record, we just need the motion stated and seconded, the complete motion stated and seconded.
Be it ordained, the Common Council hereby appropriates $375,000 American Rescue Plan 2021 ARPA funds received by the city of Syracuse to account to be determined by Commissioner Finance. Said funds are to be utilized as established Syracuse Festivals Fund to support the festivals held approximately 2022 through 2023, with $125,000 of program funding to be designated for Syracuse Jazz Fest. How's that? As a motion.
Thank you, Counselor.
Michael, I have one more, apologize, one more question. I looked up the records in 2019 of all of the parks that had festivals, different things going on in parks, and a lot of them called it festivals, some of them called them didn't. What do we consider a festival? Because in 2019, we had over 70 different festivals in the community, not just downtown, south side, west side, east side, all over the city of Syracuse. So I'm just trying to confirm that it is documented in the paperwork that what is considered a festival.
Deputy Mayor, someone want to?
Mike,
Mayor,
could
I would imagine, Councilor Caldwell, and I don't, if someone else wants to correct me, I believe whoever applied for it would be eligible, whoever calls themselves a festival, and then it would be up to the board to determine who is worthy of that funding and support. So I think whoever calls themselves a festival can technically be a festival. It would be up to the board that is determined by the downtown committee, which would include 2 representatives from the council to determine which ones would be viable and worthy of support from this fund. And I don't know
if we could make,
that's
if
correct.
we make something clear, there is no process right now that would distribute monies to any specific event or festival. That is something that's still to be worked out. So there is no process at all. There still has to be 2 counselors named and all that. So
That council, that is correct. What we
Yeah.
are asking is that that funding be allocated to the downtown foundation, by which we would establish a committee to establish those rules and the process by which the applications would be received. Counselor Caldwell, I would say that it is determined by the entities, but it is absolutely, it is a public meeting. It is not a family event, that type of thing. And we're talking about things that would be in the public right away, parks or the like. And it is absolutely inclusive of applicants from beyond downtown.
could we have Joe, just to clear this matter up, because Councilor Caldwell made a great point. It has always been my understanding that the jurisdictional, the downtown committee has jurisdictional issues acting outside the confines of downtown. So how are they going to grant money to the neighborhood festivals? I guess it's got to be worked out in the so-called process.
There will be a process that will be established, but it will include applicants to the point that Councilor Caldwell, this is important to her, she's brought it up a couple of times. It will not be exclusively for downtown.
I'm saying there was part of their charter that they cannot operate jurisdictionally outside the downtown area that's defined in that charter. So I don't know how that's going to work, but
I think it was, if I'm correct, I think it was brought up by America that yes, the Downtown Foundation can work outside of the downtown area, that they are equipped to do that. by
well,
charter.
we'll rely on your legal expertise there, Counselor. Thank you.
America, are you in the call? Are you in the meeting? Can you please clarify this?
Yes, I am. It's Pat, it is not the Downtown Committee of Syracuse. So we went through the Downtown Syracuse Foundation, which is a separate 501c3 standalone organization that is not jurisdictionally restricted like the Downtown Committee of Syracuse.
Thanks. And when's the last time that was used, that particular entity?
It's used annually. That's how we fund the Flower Basket program. It's about, we run the Downtown Living Tour event. It is not jurisdictionally bound like the Downtown Committee of Syracuse.
Before we move on to the vote, help me understand this, Deputy Clerk. So when we vote on 11, it's 11 and 11A?
No, Madam President, I sent out Friday the supplemental agenda. 11A, what Hogan motion, his amend is distinguished as 11A. 11A. If that passes, we move on. If it fails, we goes back and Michael will reintroduce, as Councilor Green mentioned, we would go back to the original. Okay, you got it? All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
So is any more discussion? Would the clerk please call the roll? Can't hear you.
You're on mute, Patricia.
I'm so sorry. Just want to make sure everyone know that we're voting on 11A, the amend, okay?
We're voting on 11A or 11.
Oh, no, wait,
11A.
11A.
wait.
Yeah, the
Joe,
motion
this is-
that's,
You're voting on the motion to whether or
Thank
not
you.
to amend it.
right. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so Councilor Cotwell,
No.
Councilor Green,
No.
Councilor Paniagua,
No.
Councilor Githers,
Yes.
Councilor Schultz,
Yes.
Councilor Hogan,
Yes.
Councilor Machoke,
No.
Councilor Allen,
Yes.
Councilor Driscoll.
Yes.
The vote passes 5-4 vote. Thank you.
Now there'll be a vote on the ordinance as amended.
Ordinance as amended. Yes. Thank you. Corporate. Councilor.
Oh, okay, so that vote will be, I'm confused now.
Okay, the ordinance that was amended, the motion that was made, 11A passed with a vote of 5-4.
Okay,
Okay,
all righty, thank you. All righty, we're on item 12. I would,
No, no.
We have to
No,
vote.
no, we have to.
We have to vote on 11 as a whole.
no,
Yeah.
no,
okay, so.
It's,
we're
Madam
back
President,
to-
it's kind of like when we waive the rules, just to explain.
It just, it wasn't on the back
It's like,
end, okay.
first you have a vote on the procedure and then on the underlying new amendment, new ordinance.
All righty, so,
What, excuse me, a little confused. So we're voting on what right now?
11 as amended by Councilor Hogan's motion.
We're voting again.
all right, yes, so we voted on the motion.
all righty, so item 11.
All
Are
right,
there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Councilor Codwell,
No.
Councilor Green,
Yes.
Councilor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor, okay, so we're voted on the item now.
Yes,
We're-
correct.
I'll
We're
take mine
voting,
back, then it's yes. That's what I was asking. Yes, clerk.
Corporation Counsel, can you clarify what is going on so everyone can be on the same page?
Yes, I'd be glad to. This is Joe Barry, the first assistant. And it gets a little messy when we do this virtually. It's easier in person. But basically, this process is similar to when you waive the rules for a waiver item, right? So procedurally, you have to waive the rules to put the item on the agenda. In this case, Councilor Hogan made a motion which was successful to amend the original item number 11.
so
with
yeah,
New language that was provided as 11A, and that new language designated the additional monies specifically for Syracuse Jazz Fest. So once that motion was adopted, the ordinance is before you as amended, and now you would vote to either approve or disapprove the ordinance as amended.
Okay, all right. So everyone understand? Including myself. All right, so we're voting on the ordinance. Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
yes.
Counselor Gathers, Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
11A passed with a unanimous vote, 9-0.
Thank you. Item 12, are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Thank you, Madam President. Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
The ordinance passed with 9-0 vote.
Thank you. Counselor Paniagua?
Thank you, Madam President. I have item number 13. It is ready and I urge for its adoption.
Thank you. Item 13, are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
The item passed with 9-0 vote.
Thank you. Counselor Schultz?
Thank you, Madam President. I have item 14 and would like to propose and urge its adoption.
Thank you. Item 14, are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Vote passed with 9-0.
Counselor Hogan?
Thank you, President Hudson. This will be a simple one, I hope. I will introduce and urge the adoption of item 15. Thank you.
Item 15, are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed 9-0 vote.
Counselor Majok.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 16, 17, and 18. I would like to introduce them and urge their adoption.
Thank you. Item 16. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Cotwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Piniacqua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz, Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with 9-0 vote.
Item 17. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Cotwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Piniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with 9-0 vote.
Item 18. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Cotwell, Counselor Cotwell,
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Piniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with a unanimous vote.
Thank you. I just got lost, City Clerk. We were on 18, right?
We are now on 19.
Okay, Counselor Allen.
It's okay.
All right, thank you. I have item 19. I'm actually going to hold this item. We did just receive the email maybe a few minutes before 1 o'clock, but I'm going to hold it just so other counselors and myself are clear on exactly what we're doing and how we're moving forward. I'll hold this item.
All righty, item 19 is being held. Counselor Driscoll.
Thank you, Madam President. I have items 20 through 30. Items 22 and 23 will be held. The rest I would like to introduce and urge their adoption.
Thank you. Item 20. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Cotwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with unanimous vote.
I'm muted. All righty, item 21. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Cotwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed unanimously. Thanks.
Item 22 is being held. Item 23 is being held. Item 24. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes. Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed unanimously.
Item 26. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
I'm sorry, President
Did
Hudson,
I jump?
yeah, you jumped, should be 25.
Okay, item 25. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed unanimously.
Now, item 26. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed unanimously.
Item 27. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed unanimously.
Thank you. Item 28. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with unanimous vote.
Item 29. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with unanimous vote.
Thank you. Item 30. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Codwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Paniagua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Macho,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed with unanimous vote.
Thank you. Counselor Green.
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to make a motion to waive the rules to introduce item 31.
Somebody second it.
Move.
All right.
Can somebody second the motion?
I did. Second.
So I guess we need to call the.
Yeah. So
please
now,
call the roll.
Yeah, we got to call a vote on the motion to waive the rules.
Right.
Okay, you giving me the floor, right?
Yes.
Okay, I was waiting. All righty. Counselor Cardwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Peniacqua,
Yes.
Counselor Githers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll,
Yes.
9-0. Moving forward.
So
Thank
now,
you.
Madam President, I'd like to introduce item 31 and urge its adoption.
Thank you. Item 31. Are there any objections? Discussion? Please call the roll.
Counselor Cardwell,
Yes.
Counselor Green,
Yes.
Counselor Peniacqua,
Yes.
Counselor Gathers,
Yes.
Counselor Schultz,
Yes.
Counselor Hogan,
Yes.
Counselor Machoke,
Yes.
Counselor Allen,
Yes.
Counselor Driscoll.
Yes.
Item passed unanimous vote.
Thank you. We have now concluded the meeting. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Adjourn.
Um,
A second?
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.